We could go to the same optician. I'm afraid you won't view man's vision.
What a wonderful line. We could go to the same optician, but I'm afraid you won't view my vision. That's a triple, I think.
Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Clarion Call. I'm running a little experiment because I had a horrible time with my microphone in the last recording, so I purchased a lapel mic and I'm trying to get better sound for my voice. So hopefully this works. I wanted to do a reaction to another song by the great Central C. This is my third one. I started with Sprinter a year or so ago. Really fun song that at this point has 272 million views. This young man from London has been super successful worldwide, and now he has a new album out. And this is one of the songs. It's called Limitless. I just really enjoy this fella. He's a very good writer. He has great bars, and I'm going to interrupt this a number of times for some of the better bars that I've noticed in previewing it. Luckily, he did put lyrics on the screen, so I'm going to put my glasses on to read them. It's very hard to understand his English accent. He saved me a lot of work by putting those lyrics up.
Make your mind up. Are you gonna stay with me, lay with me tonight, tonight?
When life gets rough, how can I complain? I got bros in jail, so it could be worse. I put up the bread for my broski's funeral, that was my first time booking a hearse. I sold coke to the white people in the ends, I'm glad that my hood's diverse. I'm writing a verse and my sis told me that my niece is listening, please don't. How do I put this pain into words? Like a bullet from a gun, it burns. Slept on a bando sofa and I woke
How
up.
do I put this into words? It hurts. This fellow is nothing if not honest. And despite all his success, and you're going to hear about his $25 million record contract, it's still in pain. He's still suffering from the same things that everyone else suffers for. His troubled background, his relationships, not knowing how to balance his career with his personal life. It's all in here.
How do I put this pain into words? Like a bullet from a gun, it burns. Slept on a bando sofa and I woke up with spots on my face from germs. I feel betrayed by my girl, you were ungrateful when I gave you the mug. Even though I'm a man, I should hide it. I swallow my pride and say that it hurts. I'm lit right now, I got motion, but still need a plan B, cause tables turn.
Still need a plan B because tables turn. That's a double at least. Plan B, everyone's got to have a plan B, right? So if your plans don't work out, you've got a fallback position. But then also plan B is a form of birth control. So he's unhappy with his girl. He gave her a Mercedes, and yet she didn't really appreciate it. It's always a problem, maintaining a healthy relationship with someone.
Got motion, but still need a plan B, cause tables turn. Negotiation landed at 25M, I'm making a label work. I won't even lie, I put family second. I'm sorry, the money's my main concern. If my funds are low, I get suicidal, so I gotta put paper first. If I don't pay the bills, then who will? Remember, I felt like that man got trained OT, 2 days, got 2 bills. Open my mind, I'm feeling limitless, just like the film pop 2 pills.
Again, there's a lot of lingo in here. He slept on a bando, capital B-A-N-D-O. I don't know what that is. It sounds like an abandoned sofa. Maybe that's an English slang term. And then he says, got train OT, 2 days, got 2 bills. I take it that means he worked overtime for 2 days and only got 2 bills. Now, I don't know what 2 bills would be in England. I think in America, if we said we got 2 bills, it would be $200 bills maybe, which still is not a lot for working overtime 2 days. But in England, someone would have to tell me what that translates to. There's a lot of lingo in here that kind of escapes me from the American point of view.
Train OT, 2 days, got 2 bills. Open my mind, I'm feeling limitless, just like the film pop 2 pills. It's a full circle moment, I come out the night case true with a shoe deal. I still didn't lose ambition. When the shower never got warm and the ceiling leaking, the roof was dripping. We could go to the same optician. I'm afraid you won't view man's vision.
What a wonderful line. We could go to the same optician, but I'm afraid you won't view my vision. That's a triple, I think. He's triple reference to your eyes, an optician being an eye doctor, and you won't view my vision. Vision being much more than just how well you see, but how you see your future, where you're going. And he says he's going to keep working because if he doesn't make a lot of money, he feels suicidal. He doesn't forget where he grew up, where the roof leaked, And he had cold water. In fact, he's jumping in an ice bath here to remind him. That looks cold.
Man's vision. Me and YB's linked up with Colombia, still just us on a two-man mission. If I made a short film and put it on YouTube, it would need viewers' discretion. I'm living a movie, I can't press pause or fast forward when a scene gets graphic. 5% tints on all of the whips that cannot get seen in traffic. Made some peas and left the street relieved, but none of my grief did vanish. Me and my girl keep bumping heads, I feel like I'm speaking. Como estás? Muy bien.
Nice little line there. He's living a movie, but when things get bad, he can't press fast forward to get through it. He has to go through that bad part of life. A wonderful way of expressing himself. Really admire this kid.
Me and my girl keep bumping heads, I feel like I'm speaking. Como estás? Muy bien.
That was fun. He was going to rhyme the word Spanish with his girl. He feels like he's speaking Spanish, but he didn't actually say the word. In your mind, you heard the word because it rhymed with the previous line, but he just stopped and didn't actually say the word. He just then started speaking Spanish. A really nice little trick there. I like that.
Como estás? Muy bien. What's good? How you been? I say I'm alright, but I'm stressed within. Deep breaths won't help with the mess I'm in. I hope my good deeds outweigh all the fuckery. I'm trying to repent my sins. Already rich, still grinding. How greedy? I'm still not content with M's. If I don't pay the bills, then who will? Remember, I felt like that man got trained OT. 2 days, got 2 bills. Open my mind, I'm feeling limitless, just like the film pop 2 pills. It's a full circle moment. I come out the night HQ with a shoe deal. Alright.
A council house, being a council house tenant, that's kind of in America the equivalent of living in public housing for the poor. I guess it's not the best environment to grow up in. He's talking about needing weapons to protect yourself and really, really mean streets over there in London.
Took away our innocence. We don't wanna die, we rely on weapons. Hood ambience. I'm used to falling asleep to the sound of sirens, so I don't know if I like this change. It's too quiet.
It's funny. I had the exact opposite experience when I went away to school in Albany, New York. I was used to quiet living in the country, and I got an apartment right on the main drag, right around the corner from the hospital. And all night long, the sirens were going up and down the street, rushing people to the hospital. And it took me a long time to adjust to that noise at night. You know, it depends on what you're used to.
I'm used to falling asleep to the sound of sirens, so I don't know if I like this change. It's too quiet. You always think that the grass is green until you step foot over there and try it. You can have financial freedom, but the P don't stop people dying. Invest in guns for the ends won't help them. War won't stop the beef still frying. I'm not riding, I'm the one deciding. Got my brothers for life through right or wrong. I'm standing strong beside them. When you're the one providing in a yes man environment, everyone biased. More money.
That's a tough one. When you're providing the money for all the people around you, you know, your posse, the people that work with you, no one's going to tell you when you're wrong. They're all biased. They all want to keep the money flowing. They all want to keep in your good graces, so they won't be honest with you. They won't say, hey, you know, you screwed up. You should have done something different. That's a tough position to be in. That's why I think a lot of superstars don't form like a lot of relationships necessarily with new people. They kind of rely on people that maybe knew them back when before they were famous, because at least those people, they know what the person's really like rather than being starstruck. Very smart of him to realize that at such a young
Money,
age.
less violence, time is free but somehow priceless. So watch how you spend it wisely. If I don't pay the bills, then who will? Remember, I felt like that man got trained OT. 2 days, got 2 bills. Open my mind, I'm feeling limitless, just like the film pop 2 pills. It's a full circle moment. I come out the night HQ with a shoe deal.
Make your mind up. Are you gonna stay with me? Lay with me tonight. Tonight. Girl, make your mind up. Are you gonna stay with me? Stay with me tonight. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
And I don't know what that song is that's used on the intro and the outro, but his final line before he went into the final chorus there was, he says, time is free, but somehow it's priceless. You got to use every minute because there's a limited supply. Anyway, I hope my microphone worked and I hope you enjoyed this. I don't expect to get a huge following out of covering Central C. Who cares what an old white guy thinks about a young rap star? But I do enjoy his work. He's a very, very talented fellow.